Today I'm playing red in Stasis. Can fire, ice, and pyroclasm justify the red splash? And how many people can I actually kill with my burn spells? I am on the play in match 1 versus Bunbuneru Bunny. Can I really keep this? Black Vise, Chain of Vapor, 5 lands? I don't think so. Would love something else to do. I will keep this one, and I suppose bottom the Forsaken City, I guess. Might come to regret that. I can Daze something on turn 1 here if I really need to, and then I can hardcast Daze on my next turn. Battlefield Forge, huh? That's interesting. Oh yeah, glad I bottomed that Forsaken City. So I am playing a slightly different list today. I am playing red in the mana base for Fire Ice. So it can deal 2 damage split between 1 or 2 targets. So it can kill a Quirion Ranger and a Wirewood Symbiote, for example. Or it can tap down something like a Psychotog. No need to be hasty here. The hero's just playing out their land drops. I feel like if I was more well-versed in the meta, then I would be able to recognize what this is. Well, it's a miscalculation, huh? Just not sure what they're playing. Clearly, they don't have access to red right now. Or they don't have access to blue. Yeah, I don't care about that. All right, now I'm holding open hardcast foil if I need it. Still looking for a stasis to turn this game upside down. Yeah, they're just cycling that. Seems like the hero's got something going on here. They are just desperately looking for that blue mana. There they go, Attica Waste. That produces blue. I'm gonna just continue to make my land drops. I don't have to do anything else here. So I spent a second looking it up. It looks like the hero might be on the solution, just with a red splash. And I don't think I'm gonna play out the Forsaken City here. I think I'm just going to hold everything open. Tapping my Shivan Reef? Sure. Maybe I should have played out something, huh? Because now I'm tapped out of hardcast foil. Oh, that is a morph creature. I think I might be okay with that. I have a Chain of Vapor to bounce it if I really need to. This might be something big like an Acroma or something, I'm not sure. So I looked up this morph creature. It looks like it's probably an Exalted Angel. And I found Stasis, so I went ahead and landed it. This seems like a really good time to do that, actually. Let's play the Upside Down game together. Ooh, they're getting saucy with their morph. First blood on turn 7. Because of all the cantripping and fetching the hero has done here, they are actually down on cards in library. If you notice up here, they've got 41. I've got 47. So they will eventually just draw their entire deck and lose. But I also worry about their clock, which is ticking down. Ooh, looks like they're doing something here. I wonder what this could be. 4 mana for a Lightning Angel. Yeah, let's just go ahead and Daze that. Heck yeah, I love to see that. Lightning Angel is uniquely bad for me because it has Vigilance. So it can attack me without tapping. I think I'm going to hold this foil in hand and just drop Black Vise here. And they give it up. Well, that was pretty nice. I liked that a lot, I think. Go ahead and begin sideboarding here. Honestly, I think Fire and Ice might not be fantastic. Yes, it can tap down a Lightning Angel exactly, but there might be better things in my sideboard to bring in. Stuff like Flash of Insight, Brain Freeze, in case I get in a fight over something. I suppose I could keep 1 Fire Ice in the deck and bring in these bigger blue cards. Yeah, I think that's fine. See if we can destroy this solution here. I am going to keep this hand. This is a decent enough hand. It's not super great, but that Impulse is going to find something eventually, right? Oh, I guess I could have kept more Fire Ice in to play around Meddling Mage. Maybe I should have thought a little bit more about that, huh? Yeah, just a little bit more about that. Ooh, I found Stasis, but it would come at the cost of putting Root Maze at the bottom of the deck. I think that's okay. Really love that Stasis Root Maze combo. That ends games. No need to do anything here. I don't have to blink. Just gonna wait for the hero to do something and then I'll land Stasis at my leisure. So they iced my Forsaken City. I don't think I'm gonna be burning cards in order to untap it. I mostly just wanted it in play. Oh, this is really interesting. So I could take Daze if I want to have even more counter magic, but I don't know if I do. I could take Gush if I want more cards, but I already have a Thwart. I could take Portent and try to find more lands. I think I'm going to take the Gush. This might be a little bit greedy of me. We'll have to see. Oh, but I found Flash of Insight. That's really good. Yeah, I'm just going to make my land drop. I'm going to be extremely patient. Just hold open this double counterspell here. And so far, neither of us have really blinked yet. Oh, wait, nope, here comes something. They're just figuring out how to tap their mana, I guess. Another morph creature. So I'm taking a look at this list that I found online, and this actually might be a Dwarven Blast Miner, which has an ability that destroys a non-basic land. Now, I have 2 Forsaken Cities in play here. I might just let this go, especially since they tapped out of all of their red, and it costs red to unmorph. Yeah, I think it is finally time to do something here. I'm gonna Flash of Insight for 2. I found Counterspell and another Gush. I don't know if I need second Gush. I'm gonna take the Counterspell. Do I pitch something here? Yeah, I don't think I need all of these Counterspells. Okay, I found an island. I think I am just going to land a naked Stasis. See how that goes. I have double Counterspell plus Thwart to back this up. And that's a mana leak. I think I'm actually going to counterspell that mana leak. Kind of want that additional mana here. All right, and Stasis is down. I'm still holding open Counterspell plus Thwart. Yeah, I don't think I need to exile anything here. Oh, I found Brain Freeze. That's really good. Okay, well, it's time to Gush. I found second Brain Freeze. Do I really need all these Brain Freezes? I know for sure I don't need Portent. Yeah, the hero's not ramming Lightning Angel right into a Daze. They learned their lesson. Don't think I need all of these chains. I think I will pitch one to a Forsaken City next turn. And I kind of want to hold open 4 mana here so that I can Counterspell and then Thwart and then Brain Freeze if I need to. So to that end, I think I might actually be pitching another Chain of Vapor. Ooh, that's a Gush. That's really good. Yeah, I'm casting that immediately. Don't know if I need another Gush here. I guess I don't need another Counterspell, so I'll discard that instead. The hero unlocked the red mana necessary to transform this morph creature if it is that Dwarven Blast Miner, but Dwarven Blast Miner taps to activate. And I have Fire Ice here. Interesting. I think I'm going to play out the Forsaken City. It's possible that I pick a fight over something just to land a Brain Freeze at one point. I'm not convinced I need to do that yet. Although, my hand is getting a little bit clogged here. I think I am going to start exiling cards to this Forsaken City. Ooh, this is my time to pick a fight. Okay, what storm do I need to mill at my opponent? I need storm 10. Alternatively, I could Gush into Thwart, and that would lower my storm count quite a bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, here's the fight. Oh, they just let it go, huh? Well, I could Brain Freeze them right now. I think I will, just using this floating mana here. It's only for 12 cards. It's not a whole lot. This next one could be for a lot more, though. And I think I actually will do it. So this is going to mill them for 15. They're going to have 4 cards left in their deck after this. That gives them 5 turns with which to win the game. I did have to tap out of a lot of stuff in order to do this. So Thwart is no longer a thing. I think Fire Ice can go. Black Vise can probably go. Then honestly, a couple of lands. I think I'm going to save this Chain of Vapor just as a tempo thing, just in case I need it. I don't think I need Thwart anymore. I think I'm going to pitch 1 island. Do I think that the hero can win in 4 turns? Not sure. I could just land another Stasis here. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Oh, do they just have a Counterspell? Yeah, that's a miscalc. All right, well, looks like my Stasises are not happening. I'm going to have to use normal control means to work through these remaining cards. Yeah, there's the Lightning Angel. And there's another Lightning Angel. I'm at 9. So I really need some help here. I don't think I'm exiling anything. I think I'm keeping all of my stuff. I'm gonna Flash of Insight from the graveyard. Just exile a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I'll just do it like that. Wow, I found Stasis. All right, let's see if this resolves or not. If this doesn't resolve, there's a very good chance that I'm dead. Oh, that is a miscalc. So yeah, I just didn't play around that. That brain freeze was not good enough. I'm gonna have to chain one of these lightning angels. Am I? Yeah, I think I have to. And now I think I do actually need to exile this. I found another chain. So I could counterspell the other lightning angel that comes down and then chain this guy on their attack. And I think that's actually good enough. Unfortunate that I don't really have a way to make my opponent draw or mill a card or something here. That is a counterspell on your lightning angel. That is a chain of vapor on your other lightning angel. And that worked. Uh-oh, they're doing something else. I don't know what this is. Just tapping their lands for no reason, I guess. Oh, no, flipping the Exalted Angel. Nah, that's fair. I thought this was going to be the Goblin thing the entire time. Dang, that was really good. If I had been able to save a single point of life that game, then I probably would have won. All right, so that does change my thinking on this a little bit. 2 flashes of insight, I guess, is fine. Kinda need a way to win the game fast, though. I'm just gonna run this back. Feel like if I had played a little bit better, then it would have been okay. Ooh, yeah, I'll keep this. Yeah, I think if I had been a little less conservative with keeping cards in my hand, then I would have been okay. Meddling Mage is coming down, huh? I'll go ahead and Impulse here. And I found a decent chunk of stuff. I think I'm just gonna take the Portent. Yeah, they're just naming Stasis. That's reasonable, I think. I don't think I'm gonna be removing that quite yet. Ooh, I found Root Maze, but I don't really need any of these cards right now. I guess I could take the island, but I don't need the island that badly. I found Black Vise, which might actually help me a little bit here. We'll see. Oh, that is another Meddling Mage, huh? Do I thwart this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna thwart this. I don't have any removal right now. I don't have any of my red-producing lands. Just gonna set me back a lot, unfortunately. Well, I found a red-producing land. Oh, well, thank you for having something so easily dazeable. I was gonna be discarding that card anyway. And I think I will actually get rid of an island here. Hero's doing a very good job of playing around Black Vise. That's frustrating. And I haven't been able to really punish what they're doing. Oh, that's another Meddling Mage. I think I have to let that go and hope they don't name something good here. Oh, just Pyroclasm. Okay, yeah, I didn't bring that in anyway. Okay, well, let's go ahead and chain your Meddling Mage on Stasis, playing around Miscalculation this time. Oh, that's just Mana Leak. Yeah, I didn't play around that. Unfortunate. Maybe I should have waited a little bit then, huh? I'm running really low on life total. I'm gonna have to land this Stasis very quickly here, I think. Okay, I am running very low on life total. I'm at 2. Let's see what I draw for turn. Just an island, huh? All right, well, something good needs to be in here or else I am dead. And that's a thwart. All right, I am dead on board. Oh, man. So I didn't play around Mana Leak, which is a card that I really should have been playing around, honestly. I think I could have just chained the Meddling Mage now, like on this turn, and then just stuck Stasis, and then like thwarted it or something on the way back down. If I had thought through my lines a little bit more, then maybe I would have been okay. I'm still learning the play patterns of this format. The Meddling Mages, like, I should have known that those were there. Maybe honestly even brought in Pyroclasm. Maybe kept in my Fire Ices. It's not like I saw any of the cards that I needed, though. So maybe this really did just come down to the second game and keeping all those cards in hand when I could have used the mana instead. But that stuff happens. You learn from it. You don't make the same mistake again. Let's move on to match 2. If you're enjoying the video and think you'd like watching more of what I make, please consider subscribing so YouTube can notify you when I go live and upload videos. I appreciate your support. Thank you. All right, I am on the play versus Jose Guillermo, it looks like. They got the space in their username. They're an OG. Oh, it's a one-lander with Portent. It's got a lot of good stuff in it, though. I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to try and dig myself into lands. Those are not lands. Wow, is this just going to happen every single time? I keep a one-lander with Portent. I'm just never going to see lands. Okay, nope, there's a Shivan Reef. I'm bailed out. And there's an island. I don't think I need to be playing this Black Vise quite yet. So I'm just going to sit here and continue to draw lands off the top of my deck. We're both making some very smart plays here. Just doing blue cantrip things. I'll go ahead and give up the juke here. I'm on Shivan Reef. No need to do anything else, though. So here I can hardcast a Gush, and I think I actually will. If this gets countered, then so be it. Yeah, hardcast Daze. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. I think now it might be time to get down a Black Vise or two. Kind of force the hero to act a little bit. Their own Gush. This one played around Daze. Yeah, I'll let that go. And there's the Dreadnought. Yeah, you got it, mate. Ooh, Sabo's Web. Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, let's go ahead and ice this Dreadnought. They let it go. That's great. Impulse finds Impulse. I think I am just going to cast that now, even though it could get dazed. Yeah, that's fine. I continue to find the goods here, though. I think I actually will chain on my main phase here. Oh, they're Vision Charming, huh? Yeah, that's okay, I think. Chain of Vapor just fizzles. Let's try it again. Hardcast Foil on that. I'm going to counterspell your foil. No way. They just had another one, huh? Yeah, you got it. I found Root Maze. That's not particularly useful here. Chain of Vapor is okay, though. Using a lot of those. And now the heroes kind of run out of gas. And I can just fire off this absolutely massive Flash of Insight out of my graveyard. Yeah, they're going to counterspell that. That's fine. All right, so yeah, heroes out of gas, but I am also out of gas. And guess who shows up when both players are out of gas? Thanks, Gush. I love you, Gush. Don't want to see those cards on top of my deck, though, so we'll just go ahead and let that go. I am winning the fight for now, but it's not looking great. The hero has used 2 Stifles and a Vision Charm, it looks like. No way. They just found it, huh? Just full send. Okay, you got it. I need some good rips right now. It's just a really good rip, I'm not gonna lie. The hero is Hellbent. Oh, but foil is not what I needed to see here. I think I am just gonna do nothing, honestly. I think the hero won. I think they are going to vanquish me. All right, top of the deck needs to be something good, and it's not. All right, I lose. So I could have probably played around Daze some. That probably cost me. Like, I kind of shrugged it off in the moment. But not getting further into the deck kind of cost me, I think. Yeah, I could have drawn one of those Fire Ices. Could have drawn a Counterspell, maybe. I didn't see a Stasis. I don't know. Oh, well, there it is. There's my Stasis. Okay, so what do I want to take out? Dazes are bad. Annuls are good. Cat is meowing. Yes, he's very meowing. I kind of want Flash of Insight here, I think. And honestly, I might side out the Portents. Bring in a single Brain Freeze. I could bring in a second Brain Freeze and side out a Black Vise. I think I will do this. This seems like a lot of sideboarding, and I might be over sideboarding. But, you know, it's fun. Fun for me. This is yet another one-lander. I can't responsibly keep that. All right, I can keep this. And bottom, honestly, an island. Ooh, I found a null. That's really good. Well, casting Impulse into Daze because I haven't learned my lesson. Found Stasis. Found a lot of good stuff here. I think I am going to take the Stasis. Obviously not casting that into the hero's open blue mana, but, you know, it's a nice thought. Okay, I found something here. This Fire Ice is decent, I suppose. Don't think I'm just going to burn it. Unfortunately, I'm going to start missing land drops here. That's really bad. Hard cast Gush, huh? Yeah, I'll let that go. Are they going to blink? Not quite yet. They didn't shuffle with the Portent. All right, so the hero's been doing a lot of cantripping, a lot of drawing cards. They hard cast a Gush that put 9 cards into their hand. They're going to have to discard here. I am a little bit behind on cards in hand, and now I'm a little bit behind on lands, so the hero does have a little bit of an advantage there. Counterspelling my Impulse. Yeah, I will let that happen. Probably should have been more aware of how many cards they had in hand there, because I could have just waited a turn on the Impulse, and they would have been forced to discard. I don't have a lot of Counterspells in hand right now. At least I'm still making land drops. Okay, the hero is missing a land drop here. They're discarding. I think that might be a little bit of the sort of advantage that I need. I think I might actually... Nah, I'm just gonna go to discard. I'm gonna discard one of these fire ices. Well, I mean, at this rate, the hero's gonna die, right? Because they've got fewer cards in deck than I do. Probably get rid of the other fire ice, honestly. Just try and keep Dreadnought from landing at all. Oh, they're peeking me. Ooh, that's really strong. Yeah, you got it. I'm not gonna thwart that, that's for sure. Oh, but they're tapping out for something huge. That is a flash of insight for 3. All right, I think this might just have to be my opportunity here. The hero is tapped out really low. But I'm still not sure if I should actually take it or not. Their hand's probably chock full of foils and counterspells and stuff like that, and I actually don't have that much protection for my stasis. Okay, they're finally going for it. Gonna try and annul this. That's fine. Gonna try and annul it again. That's fine. Gonna try and annul it a third time. Oh, you gotta love blue mirrors. At some point, they just gotta go for it, right? And I guess they chose now when their hand was chock full of stuff. Okay, hard cast foil on that annul. I am gonna let the Dreadnought hit the table here, and they're vision charming. I will allow that to happen. And somehow they still have more cards in hand than I do. What on earth has happened? Oh, there's the brain freeze that I could have used last turn. Come on. I could have actually really used that last turn. I would have won the game on the spot if I had that. Well, does this mean that I take the hit from Dreadnought and then I just try and pick a fight over this stasis? Hold brain freeze? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I am going to Chain of Vapor on their upkeep, I think. Hardcast foil, that's fine. Chain it again. Gushing in response, huh? Is this where I put my Thwart? No, I don't think so. I think I let this go. Oh, they're just letting it happen, huh? Well, I am going to attempt... I guess it's not a super lethal brain freeze. It's a small brain freeze. I've just been falling behind this entire time. Like, they could stifle this Storm Trigger and just not care. And that is kind of what I was afraid of with... By holding Thwart here, I was afraid that they would have Stifle. Milling me with one of the copies. That would mean they'd have 8 cards left in their deck. I think I'm going to let that happen. Okay, so they've got 3 Dreadnoughts in the bin now. I did not hit one of my Flash of Insights, unfortunately. I don't even think I need Stasis anymore. I think I just need to keep them off of Dreadnoughts. I'm still going to attempt a Stasis. Do I let this go? I think I let it go. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm winning this. They've got a Flash of Insight in their graveyard. They have 1, 2... I don't see any more Stifles. Vision Charms, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That means that they're still playing with 2 Stifles. I think I'm going to thwart this and just pray for the best. Like, their hand's stacked. This is not resolving. Yeah, I figured. And there's the Stifle. I drew nothing. All right. So I lost this one too. Black Vise. Yeah, all right. I'll tap out. So I was kind of just behind the entire time. I had to mulligan to 6, which hurt a little bit. And honestly, the hero's deck is kind of just built for doing this. I didn't see a brain freeze until it was a little bit too late. And there was a decision that I had. Do I thwart their Gush or not? And I chose not to. And I might have lost because of that. Like, they were able to misdirect one of the brain freeze copies and they didn't have the Stifle. So maybe I shouldn't have played around it. How many Stifles did they have in their graveyard at the time? I don't think this one was there, and I think this one was milled. So I don't know if they had any Stifles in the graveyard. Ugh, that sucks. But that is how we get better at these sorts of things. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to round 3, and I'm going to do my best. Has your loss to Lantern Control left you bitter and despondent? Work through your grief with a membership to Faithseal MTG on YouTube or Patreon. Reach bargaining or higher to gain access to my detailed lesson videos on how to play Lantern Control. I hope to see you on your path to healing. All right, I am on the play in match 3 versus Jens. Let's say that. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's got Stasis in it. It's got Fire Ice. I don't have a red source yet, but I think that's all right. Ooh, a Yavimaya Coast into Llanowar Elves, huh? I think I am just going to hold open Impulse / Daze here. Yeah, they don't have anything worth countering quite yet. Ooh, I found Forsaken City. I think I might actually take that. And do I land Stasis right now? I'm not sure. I don't have any hard counters is the problem. I do have Fire Ice though. I don't think I'm going to land Stasis quite yet. Yeah, these are all okay. I like these. I am going to put Impulse on the top, probably Thwart underneath that, an island on the bottom. So the hero has 5 mana right now. You know, I haven't actually been all that impressed with Daze. So maybe that's something that I could consider leaving out of future builds. It's like I could have cast it last turn. I'm just not sure if I should have. Could have countered like this Wall of Roots or something. Oh, that is Nantuko Vigilante or whatever the heck it is. This morph, yeah, I gotta get that off the table. Yeah, the hero knows what's up here. I think I am literally just gonna fire this morph creature. Yep, Nantuko Vigilante, called it. Gonna pitch this Impulse. Don't think I need that. And now I can land Stasis. I think I will land it off of a Forsaken City. Well, we are playing against elves, which is the whole reason that I've got red in the deck at all, so we'll have to see how well that goes. That's Aquarian Ranger. I don't think I can beat that, but they don't currently have a forest, but I don't think I'm going to wait around for them to find one. I think next turn I'm going to untap this Forsaken City, probably with either Daze or Chain of Vapor, honestly, and then hold open Counterspell. Yeah, I think it's Chain that's gotta go. This looks a lot like opposition elves, that's for sure. Yep, there's the basic forest. That would have turned Aquarian Ranger on. And now I don't need to worry about it. Oh, I can drop Black Vise. I think I will, actually. Black Vise is gonna start dealing damage to the hero here. Kind of force them to start doing something. Do I chain the Stasis now? I don't think so. I think I can continue to just hold like I am now. I don't think Daze is serving a purpose. Ooh, that is a survival of the fittest. I don't think I want to play against that. So I'm not going to. They might just have another one here, though. They have the mana necessary to activate it, too. A lot of times, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they could find and cast Nantuko Vigilante if they have another one, but they couldn't unmorph it. At least not how things stand right now. Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, you can have that. I think I am going to chain my Stasis now, and I'm going to sacrifice one of these lands, and I'm going to bounce that creature here. Oh, they're copying it. Bouncing my Black Vise? I think that's okay. Do I bounce their untapped Birds of Paradise in response? That would majorly constrict them on mana. I think I actually will. I know this means that I get fewer untaps, but I think it's worth it to constrict the hero just that much more. Now they've only got 2 mana to work with. I guess 3. I've got a counterspell in hand, but I cannot use it. Ironically, this is actually a situation where I would probably rather have Daze. And this Tradewind Rider does require them to tap 2 untapped creatures they control. I guess they're getting close to that point. Oh, that was huge. They just did nothing that turn. Yeah, I'm gonna pitch this Counterspell, I think. Oh, and I found Root Maze. I don't have the resources necessary to deploy that, and frankly, I don't even think it's necessary. Yeah, the hero just gave it up there. So Fire being able to hit this Nantuko Vigilante probably won me that game. That felt really good. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, going to the sideboard, we can side out Flash of Insight. And honestly, Daze, I don't like Daze here. And I am going to bring in Pyroclasm. Pyroclasm just messes up so much of their stuff. Okay, so I don't know if I can keep this, actually. This would be a slam dunk if I had a red source. I think I am going to keep it, though, just in case. The hero's mulling really hard here. Looks like they're considering keeping 5. Okay, the hero kept 5. I found yet another red card. I need a red source here. Yeah, that's a Xantid Swarm. Not much I can do about that right now. Not much I can do about that either. Kind of just tempted to ice this Xantid Swarm just to cantrip here. I need one of my 8 red sources. Quarian Ranger can't actually do anything yet. Hero doesn't have a forest quite yet. Yeah, here comes Meddling Mage. Come on, just name Stasis. Yeah, they named Stasis. That's fantastic. Oh, I am so sorry, but I found the red source. Pyroclasm deals 2 damage to each creature. That was disgusting. I think I'm just going to hardcast a Gush. Try and find Stasis. Still didn't find it, though. Can just hardcast another Gush. Yeah, I don't actually care about you hitting my Black Vise there. It's fine. But I do need to eventually find a Stasis here, or else I'm just going to die to these piddly little nerds. Yeah, Wall of Roots is coming down. That's a way for them to break out of what I'm doing. And they are making hay while the sun shines. I found Root Maze. I think I'm going to land it. Do I want to do anything about this Basking Root Wallow right now? Kinda. I think I'm going to chain it. Just to save a little bit of life here. Yep, here it comes. And Llanowar Elves. Oh, please, anything for a Stasis. I would love a Stasis right now. Please, 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 please. That's Basic Island. All right, that's not Stasis. Do I want to chain this again? I might have to. Yeah, I'm going to chain it again. I really don't like doing this. But if I can find a Stasis, then this game's just over. But it needs to happen right now. Although I guess I've been saying that for the past couple of turns, haven't I? Oh, that's a Pyroclasm. They can save their Basking Root Wallow. So I do think, well, guess I can't do that anymore. Would have loved to have a pain-free source of red here, but I didn't untap my Forsaken City. So that literally just buys me one more turn, and that's it. Top of my deck, once again, needs to be something really good. And it's Basic Island. All right, well, I just never found Stasis. I would have found Thwart Island, Counterspell, and Stasis was underneath. So that was just a classic, didn't find Stasis in the top half of my deck. It happens. It's just the fail rate of the deck happening right there. I am going to run this back. Pyroclasm was very good. I'm a big fan of just mopping up their entire board. Okay, this is a fantastic hand. I like this hand a lot. I've got Fire Ice for something nasty. I've got Stasis in hand, which is lovely. I could land this Stasis as early as next turn. I could have landed it this turn, but I just kind of don't want to do that right now. This is interesting. Survival of the Fittest in play, huh? I'm going to let that happen. And I am going to fire their board here. I could have done this with Survival of the Fittest on the stack, but honestly, it didn't really make that much of a difference. I wanted to give the hero the opportunity to attack. I will use this city to untap the other city. And then I will land Stasis. Do I want to chain Survival right now? I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to chain it. Ooh, that's a Gush. Yep, that's a nice draw to have in this situation. More islands. Yes, please. Not going to Gush quite yet, because I want to continue to hold open Thwart at basically all times. And I'm still making land drops, so it doesn't matter that much. Found a Black Vise. Yeah, I'll go ahead and land that. That's fine. Apnap Order is going to make it so that the Squee goes under the Black Vise, so they're not going to take the additional point of damage, unfortunately. But that's fine. That is a Quarian Ranger. I think I will actually thwart that. Birds of Paradise is fine. I guess that makes Gaia's Cradle tap for a mana now. I don't think I care. Oh, especially with this Pyroclasm. Oh, that's disgusting. Well, they've got another Quarian Ranger on the stack. I don't really care to let this resolve, so I'm not going to. And honestly, I think I can just start pitching Pyroclasms. Gonna turn off my auto yields here. Gonna start floating mana on my upkeep with this Forsaken City. Okay, firmly in the driver's seat, just need to not screw this up. I think the hero might be, oh, yep, that might do it. A Naturalize on Stasis itself. I think I am going to chain their Survival of the Fittest in response. Although this could backfire, because they can now bounce my Black Vise. Yeah, I don't have a counterspell for this Naturalize. I think I'm going to let that go. I'm going to sacrifice an island here and bounce their Birds of Paradise. And now I am going to chain my Stasis. All right, they get a little bit of an untap here. I think they successfully managed to break out of Stasis, at least for a little bit. We're going to have to see how well they can capitalize on this. Pitching all of my Pyroclasms might not have been smart. Maybe I should have kept one in case of an emergency. They can only draw colored mana from one of the Yavimaya coasts or the City of Brass. If they try to do two, then they're going to die. But they also need to get their hand empty enough to where the Black Vise is not going to just kill them when it lands. Ooh, yep, that's a wall of roots. That's pretty good for them. And now survival of the fittest hits play. Discarding a Mystic Snake, just finding Birds of Paradise, huh? Okay, I think I'll just let that go. At least for now. Oh, they are tapping out with the City of Brass. Look at that. Okay, well, that's fine and dandy, but unfortunately the hero is at 1. And let's do a really good job of reading Fire here. Fire deals 2 damage, divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. So I am going to cast Fire, and I'm going to choose, oh, let's say Xantid Swarm and the opponent here. And I win. I literally burned the opponent out here. All right, I think I'm sold. I think I like the red splash. I played against a really well-versed and experienced Stasis player named Thursday when I went to the Premodern 1Ks being held at SCGCon Milwaukee, and they were on a build that had Fire Ice. That's the reason that I'm playing this now. And Fire Ice seemed really good, so I wanted to get my reps in with Stasis to understand how the deck worked, and then I just kind of randomly decided to splash red using their list as a reference. And I kind of like it, if I can use it properly, that is. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, still a long way to go. Let's move on to match 4. I'm on the play in match 4 versus ZeusDesTodes, huh? Yeah, I'll take that. This hand has got my lands that I need. It has a Black Vise, which is okay. Daze is fine, but Impulse is the real reason to keep this hand, I think. Gonna try and find that Stasis. Turn 1, Black Vise. Take 3, please. Or take 2, I guess. Mulling to play around Black Vise. Very intelligent on the opponent's part here. And we've got Forest into Mox Diamond, discarding a Rishadan Fort for a turn 1 Sylvan Library, huh? Okay, that's one way to dig yourself out of this. Could have probably dazed the Sylvan Library. Oh, that's Oath of Druids. Yeah, I actually don't care about that. So this looks like it might be some sort of... What is the name of the card? Like Thermokarst or something like that? Terravor. That's the name of the card. That's the name I was looking for. So I could probably expect some number of land destruction spells here. An Armageddon, perhaps? Yeah, there's the Terravor. I think I'm just gonna let that go. I can't really daze it, unfortunately. I think the time for daze has passed. I'm always knowing this, right? Yeah, I don't want to be milling my entire deck here. Thought I hit always no. Oh well. Well, I don't actually have a Stasis here. This would have been a really good time to land one. Kind of regretting not pointing this Daze at the Sylvan Library. Hero even managed to play Terravor around Daze. Wow, they are managing to play everything around Daze. That is wild. I do have 4 points of burn in my hand, though. I might have to start taking advantage of that. If the hero goes down to 4 life, say they fetch off this Windswept Heath and then keep a card off of Sylvan Library. Or they could just do that. Yeah. Alright, I don't think the burn plan is working here. I am going to ice this Terravor. If they have Armageddon here, I'm cooked. No, it's just a huge Terravor. Okay, well, I need Stasis right meow. And I found Gush, not Stasis. Oh, there's Stasis. Okay, so that means I can just island Stasis, right? My primary fear right now is Armageddon, but I have a counterspell for that now. I don't have a Forsaken City because the hero wastelanded it, unfortunately. But I do have a Chain of Vapor now. That's going to help me quite a bit. If the hero ever drops to 4, then I will just fire them twice. But I don't think they're actually going to fall to 4 here. I think I will chain Stasis now, not sacrifice any lands, and then I am going to ice this Terravor. So now they can't just dump a whole bunch of cards into the graveyard and eventually snipe me from 15. Okay, and they wrap it up. This Daze just rotted in my hand the entire game. If you're siding out a card in every single matchup, every single time, should it be in your deck? I think probably not. Hibernation is a really interesting choice here. I think I want to keep in the Fire Ices. Maybe bring in a Tormod script. The second that this activated ability resolves, it just takes out all of their Terravores. I don't think I need to sideboard too much here. Just need to really make sure that the Armageddon doesn't resolve. But I have 7 counterspells for that. Okay, this is a good hand. I'll keep this. I don't have to find Stasis because it's already in my hand. Ripped the Black Vise just in time. Oh, and that is a Wasteland into Sylvan Library, huh? You got it. Just gonna hold open Counterspell, Ice, and Impulse here. I kind of need lands. Oh, they're literally just tapping out for a Call of the Herd? Yeah, I do not care. I think I'm just gonna take Island here. I'm literally just... I want the lands. All right, it is time to Gush into Stasis, I think. 2 counterspells is not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it. This can be blown out by a Rishadan Port and a Mox Diamond, and that is neither of those things. Oh, Red Elemental Blast. Yeah, it gets blown out by that too. All right, you got it. Maybe that Stasis came down just a little bit too early. Enlightened Tutor, huh? I wonder what they could be searching for. Presence of the Master? What the heck is this? Whenever a player casts an enchantment spell, counter that spell? Yeah, sure. I'm really glad that I have a counter spell in hand. Okay, and they had the Red Blast to back it up. I guess I could have gushed here. Yeah, I think I actually will gush. And then I can foil. Discarding, I guess, one of these redundant islands, unfortunately. I kind of want the islands, though. If this works, then I don't think I'll need Counterspell. I'm going to pitch the Counterspell. Gush again, huh? I don't like that they're getting this untap in. I hope the hero just gets super aggressive here. Attacks me with their treetop villages. Looks like they're not going to do that, though. Yeah, Meddling Mage is going to be a thing that happens. Especially since I've just got nothing to do, apparently. I don't think I need another Fire Ice. I need a red source. Okay, here comes Treetop Village. And I'm at 5. I actually don't think I'm going to be winning this game. What would I need in order to come back from this? Even the red source wouldn't be good enough? Well, I didn't find it anyway. All right, that's fine. Like, I guess I could have gushed there, but there wasn't really much that I was going to be doing anyway. I would have found Forsaken City. Forsaken City would have gotten wastelanded. I would have cast the fire, and then I would have just died to these treetop villages. Couldn't cast the Stasis, obviously. Presence of the Master, huh? Wish I had more counter spells. Maybe even or blue blasts here instead of these chills. Chill only affects red spells, so it would literally just counter red blast. I think I'm gonna have to just be okay with how things are right now. And this is 6 lands and a counter spell. I can't keep that. This is 1 land and a portent. I kind of have to keep this. Please just show me 3 lands. Hey, that's 3 lands. Yeah, I'll take all of them. I think I will put Island, Forsaken City Island, make a little land sandwich here. And here comes Mox Diamond, discarding a City of Brass. They're playing something big here. At least it's not a Meddling Mage. Sylvan Library instead. Okay, well, I am going to drop this island, and I'm just going to pass back. No need to expose myself to Wasteland right now. Enlightened Tutor, huh? Yeah, you get to search for something. Presence of the Master again. I have to assume that's going to be in their hand. And I want the island on top of my deck, so I'm literally just going to draw it. Not going to expose myself to Wasteland if I don't have to. And unless the hero has something ridiculous here, like double Mox Diamond, then they cannot both Rishadan Port me and cast Presence of the Master. They're going to have to cast it into this counterspell. But they didn't. Found Gush. Might actually take Gush. Yeah, I'm going to take Gush. They're porting me again. I'm just going to play Forsaken City and pass. I don't think I'm going to cast a Black Vise here. Or I could, but that leaves me vulnerable to port into Presence. That would start dealing damage to them. I might be able to fire them out. I think I'm going to be responsible. I think I'm just going to hold open my counterspell. That's a Meddling Mage. I can fire that. I'm not worried about it. just putting it on Stasis. Yeah, I'm gonna fire that. And I think I actually will pitch a Black Vise here just to keep this land untapped. This can be a Gush relatively easily. Into another Gush. I don't know if I need to do that. I will cast this Impulse though. It's free right now. Into another Gush. I kind of just want the island. Maybe I shouldn't have Gushed there. Now they just need any land drop, and now they can land Presence of the Master. Like, I will have removal for it if I really need to remove it, but it's going to be annoying. Yeah, here we go. Just going to move to second main, land their Presence of the Master, and then I am in trouble. I could have played around this. Would be really funny if I gushed into Chain Stasis. That would be hilarious. The hero is extremely tapped out right now. Instead, I found Portent. Well, I found the Stasis. That's not nothing. I think I honestly might keep all these cards. Just Island, Island, Stasis, just like that. That's another Meddling Mage, huh? Just putting it right on Stasis. Okay, that's fine. Well, this Hibernation is looking pretty silly in my hand right now. Maybe I should have counterspelled this, honestly. Now I'm going to have to remove the Meddling Mage and the Presence of the Master in order to get Stasis down. That is a Reckless charge? Wait, what? Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains haste until end of turn? Surely I don't point my counterspell at this, right? Okay, here's the big one. Cataclysm. Each player chooses from among the permanents they control an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a land, and then sacrifices the rest. I am going to counterspell this. They just let it go. I'm falling to 7 with this attack. That's not a particularly comfortable attack. All right, I think it's time to try and do something. I am going to Gush. I found Fire Ice. I'm going to play an island. I need to think about this for a minute. I think Black Vise is pretty much free. Yeah, I'm going to play the Black Vise. And I'm just going to pass. Treetop Village is getting activated here. The Reckless charge on Treetop Village. I have Hibernation that can handle this. Treetop Village is green, so it will get stopped by this Hibernation. And I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. That's also going to put Stasis or Sylvan Library in their hand. Is there a way for me to get 2 additional cards in their hand? I don't think so. I am just going to fire this Meddling Mage right now. Okay, it's time for me to find something good. I don't need these islands in my hand, but I do need the mana, potentially. Good rips. That is a Shivan Reef. That is not a particularly good rip. Okay, well, this Presence of the Master is really the big thing keeping the hero alive right now. Pretty sure I made some sort of misplay that allowed them to sneak that in. Kind of just hoping they have nothing right now. Really need them to have nothing. Oh, hey. Yeah, Presence of the Master. Get countered, Sylvan Library. Okay, a Chain of Vapor as my next draw, if I make it that far, will win me the game on the spot. I hope. A Reckless charge at any point from the hero here will win them the game. And really, any creature played will win them a game as well. Gonna happen right here. Probably. Maybe. Yep, that's game. All right. I let the Presence of the Master come through. And I had the Stasis in hand, and I could have probably played around that by keeping enough lands open, but I didn't, so Rishadan Port was able to tap me down. That really stinks. I feel like all of my losses so far this challenge have been to me just not playing the deck properly. That's all right. Let's go ahead and move on to match 5. All right, I'm on the play in match 5 versus basilnabi. I'm going to keep this. Portent will help me find a Stasis. I've got Thwart as a counterspell. It's not a great counterspell, but it's fine, I suppose. Chain, counterspell, Flash of Insight. I think I'm actually okay keeping all of these. I'm going to put Chain on the bottom, counterspell underneath, on top of that, and then Flash on top. In case I get duressed here, then I didn't want them to be able to take the counterspell. But it looks like we're just playing yet another Blue Mirror. Probably Dreadnought. Oh, the hero's on 1 land. Kept a 1-lander with Opt. Didn't hit. Okay, now they're on 2. I think I'm just going to Flash cycle on the end step. Take an island, I guess. It's not bad. Okay, they cycled an accumulated knowledge. That must be the reason they kept their hand. Ooh, but I hit Black Vise. That's really strong. Get to play that around Daze. I don't think I'm going to protect this if the hero tries to counter it, but it would have been really funny if it hit the table. The hero continues to struggle with making land drops. That's kind of sucky for them, actually. Especially since I get to hardcast a Gush now. Do I want to do hardcast Gush right now? That would leave me vulnerable on their turn. No, I don't think I want to. Oh, they're really desperately trying to hit their land drops. Yeah, no need to Gush right now. Not going to ram that into open counterspell when they need to discard. I'm learning, believe it or not. I found a Stasis. I'm not convinced I need to land it. Yeah, I'm just going to let this happen. The hero might be pressured into playing something out here. Yeah, here we go. If they Vision Charm this Phyrexian Dreadnought, yeah, I'm just going to let that resolve, and I'm going to clap back with a Stasis. Hey, it's another Stasis. That's fantastic. Okay, well, let's go ahead and drop Stasis number 1. Counterspell on my Stasis. I think I will counterspell your counterspell. I don't expect them to have a foil because they've been missing land drops a lot. Oh, they're gushing here. That's desperate. That's really desperate. And it did not work. I will pull off my own Gush. I know that I have a land drop that I need to make. All right, and it looks like this Stasis is sticking around. Because this Dreadnought is phased out, it doesn't phase in. Phasing in happens on the untap step. And now we're just playing upside down magic for a little bit. I'm going to try and dig myself into a Black Vise here. Or something, really. I'd also accept a Root Maze. Might even prefer Root Maze. Don't think I need all these Stasises. I think I can pitch one. That is a playset of Chain of Vapors. Attempting to chain my Stasis, huh? Yeah, I think I'm going to counterspell that. Oh, and they have a Thwart of their own, huh? All right, well, I'm going to let Thwart resolve. And then I will thwart this Chain of Vapor here. And they've got a counterspell. All right. Yeah, that's going to have to happen. I'm not going to copy chain. There's nothing to target, actually. Pitch an island, I guess. Oh, and I guess one of my spare chains, because I have too many cards in hand. Let's go ahead and attempt a chain on Dreadnought here. I'd be fairly surprised if this resolves. Yeah, they're just phasing it out. That's kind of the same thing. Ugh, another Dreadnought, huh? Yep, you got it. I don't think I want to exile anything to this Forsaken City right now. Okay, that is a foil on Stasis. Fortunately, I have another one, and that one hits. I think I am going to take a hit from this Phyrexian Dreadnought. Just one, though. Taking a look at their graveyard, looks like they have used a Vision Charm, a Stifle, and another Vision Charm. So they're running on 2 Vision Charms and 3 Stifles here. Ouch. Got cracked for 12 on that. That hurt. So we're just kind of playing upside down magic for a little bit. Several turns have passed. Nothing's really happened. If this Black Vise had resolved earlier in the game, then the hero would probably be dead by now. Oh, hey, there's a Black Vise. Do I really want to be firing this off right now? I don't think so. The hero is lower on cards in deck than I am. They've got 1 Dreadnought in the bin, 1 Dreadnought phased out basically permanently, 1 Dreadnought tapped. They've only got 1 Dreadnought left with which to win the game. Oh, and yeah, they are seeing what's going on here. They are going to mill me for 4 cards. That is 1 of their Vision Charms. I think I'm going to just accept that. Oh, I have a Flash of Insight that's just been sitting in my graveyard this entire time, huh? Maybe I'll fire that off, maybe I won't. Really wishing I had a Root Maze here. Oh, the hero is finally cantripping, actually. Cantripping again. Might be digging for that last Vision Charm, perhaps. Wow, cantripping again. What, don't tell me they have a main deck Brain Freeze. They might have a main deck Brain Freeze. They're peeking my hand. I don't particularly enjoy this, but I'm going to let it resolve. Storm count's at 5. I think they have a Brain Freeze here. I don't have one. There's no reason that Storm count should be popping up. Yep, there it is. All right, I'll just concede to that. Oh man, I really wish I had that Root Maze somewhere. Maybe I should have flashed for it earlier. So I am going to try a different approach here. I am going to board out Stasis. And instead, I am going to board in flashes annuls, and brain freeze. Siding out what? I guess Root Maze can go if Stasis is also getting boarded out. But I feel really bad about boarding out all of my Stasis. Maybe I'll keep one in. I don't want to side out a single counterspell. I don't want to side out Black Vise. If I'm not siding out Black Vise, I'm not siding out Fire Ice. Honestly, maybe it's just a single Portent. And we're going to play a very different type of magic now. This type of magic is do not let Phyrexian Dreadnought hit the table. Yeah, I'll keep this. Heroes mulling to 6 already playing around Black Vise, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe I was just a little bit too patient that game. I should have landed my Black Vise in hand a lot earlier. Just really wanted it to resolve. So I'm just being super patient here. Honestly, there's an argument to be made that I shouldn't be casting any spells. I got the Black Vise in on turn 1. Maybe I should just let this happen. Let all of it happen. The hero has 11 cards in hand right now. They're going to have to discard 4 as things stand. Gushing into accumulated knowledge on turn 4 seems like it might have been a bad play. Yeah, I'm literally just going to do stone cold nothing right now. I'm not even casting this impulse. I don't want to give them a target for foil. The hero has to either empty their hand or answer Black Vise, and it has to happen within the next couple turns here. I've got double fire in my hand. Oh, they're digging real hard. I mean, yeah, you can land a Dreadnought. That's fine. I'm not even going to annul that. You're at 2 life. Your hand is full. I don't need to do anything here. If for some reason this Black Vise trigger doesn't kill the hero, then I've got double fire that hopefully will do the job. I think they might have to start countering their own spells here. That is a brain freeze for 1. That is a misdirection targeting brain freeze. Kind of want to keep all this stuff on the stack. This will actually get their hand empty enough for Black Vise to not be an issue, so I am just going to fire them right now. This is lethal. And let's just do it again. And that did it. Yeah, I just let Black Vise take over the game. The hero had to pitch so much stuff just to get out from underneath its thumb. That was great. That was great. I like that a lot. Yeah, let's just run it back. Okay, I am on the draw here. I've got 4 lands, a counterspell, a flash of insight, and a foil. I think I am going to keep this. If the hero tries going for a turn 2 Dreadnought, then I can at least foil it to attempt to answer it. Looks like they're not doing that, though. It's unfortunate that I didn't start out with a turn 1 Black Vise. I would have liked that a lot, I think. Oh, turn 3, no lands. How many lands are you playing over there, mate? Not enough, apparently. I don't think I'm going to flash on their end step. I just don't have to. There's a Dreadnought. I'm going to let the Dreadnought go and attempt to counter, yeah, the Vision Charm. Let's go. Counter that. All right, let's see if you have a foil. I'm going to discard this Flash of Insight. That can be cast in the graveyard. Ooh, and they had Thwart, huh? All right. I think it might be time for me to Gush then. See if I can find my own Counterspell on top of my deck, I guess. That's not a Counterspell, but that is a Brain Freeze. Well, I might just die here, honestly. I've got the Brain Freeze. I'm going to use it. Unfortunately, it's just not big enough to really make a difference. But I found an Ice. All right. Well, I'm going to do my best here. I don't have Stasis anymore, so I can't just land Stasis on this board. I would have loved to have landed a Stasis last turn, but I chose to side them out instead. Wow, I'm getting foiled. They just had all of the interaction here. Oh, and there's the Counterspell. There it is. Well, kind of have to do this Flash of Insight now. I found the Chain of Vapor at least. They've got 2 Dreadnoughts in the bin, but not 3. Yeah, I have to chain this now. I don't have a choice. Oh, and they had the foil, and I didn't have another land. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. I'm wishing I had the Stasis. Although, frankly, the hero just kind of had a lot of stuff going for them here. They had how many free counterspells? I think at least 2, and I couldn't keep up. Although 1 more land, and I would have been okay. Although I kind of did need to Gush right at the point where I did, so, you know, it is what it is. Oh, these are some bad beats. Let's try and move on to round 6 here. So I was the worst performing player that was still in the tournament, and they gave me a bye. So I am just going to take this time and wrap up the tournament instead. So I feel like a big problem this challenge was honestly my own play. I didn't play very well in match 1 versus the Solution. Match 2 is kind of questionable. Maybe I would have just lost that anyway. Match 3 though, Fire Ice was really good. Pyroclasm was really good. That is exactly the sort of deck that I pivoted to playing red to beat. And yeah, the red splash really beat that deck. I would have 3-0'd that if I had just found Stasis in the second game. Like, I had like 4 or 5 turns there where I needed Stasis. And the top of my deck did not deliver. It happens. Match 4 against Terrageddon, they had Presence of the Master, which really wrecked me. I could have played around that more. I was very silly. I chose not to. And I suffered the consequences because of it. And honestly, match 5 was an experiment. Yeah, maybe I was a little bit too patient in the first game. Kind of just let them put together the brain freeze win. And in game 3, really just wish that I had Stasis. Like, I just cheesed the heck out of game 2. But game 3, I just wanted Stasis. So maybe siding out my Stasis and my Root Maze was actually the wrong call. Maybe I should have sided out Fire Ice instead. So on the whole, I think that I still have a lot of work to do to get good at the deck. Some of it was the deck not functioning, but I would say about 70% of this was player error, and I am okay with that. Making mistakes is a part of learning a deck, and I am going to continue to make mistakes. I'm sorry, it's just going to keep happening. Eventually, I will be a good enough Stasis player to actually watch, but not yet, not yet. Certainly not yet. This might be the last challenge that I do for a while. Honestly, recording today was pretty hard. I had to make a lot of sacrifices in order to get this challenge out. And I think I would rather just focus on leagues for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and practice in the leagues, get really good at Stasis, and then fire back once we're ready. This program is made possible by your view, like, and comment, the support of my wife and son, and by contributions to Fateseal MTG from viewers like you. Thank you.